Hello everybody. In this video we're going to be covering the Unit 3 Week 3 vocabulary of the second grade Wonders series. One of the words in this week's selection is across. Say that word with me, across. If people go across something, they go from one side of it to another. For example, we walked across the street. Tell me about something else you might walk across. Okay, write across on one side of your card and label your card Unit 3 Week 3. And on the other side, write the definition from one side to the other. Another word in this week's selection is borrow. Say that word with me, borrow. If you borrow something, you take it and agree to return it later. For example, I like to borrow books from the library in my town. What are some things you might borrow? Okay, so let's write the word borrow and write the definition for borrow as take as a loan. Another word in this week's selection is countryside. Say that word with me, countryside. The countryside is land that is away from cities or large towns. For example, the quiet countryside is full of grass and trees. Tell about some other things you might find in the countryside. Okay, let's write countryside and write the definition, the land outside of a city. The next word in this week's selection is idea. Say that word with me, idea. If you have an idea about how to do something, you have a plan about how to do it. For example, Ling had an idea for how to make a paper crane. Name an idea you have for a game to play. Okay, write the word idea. And on the other side, write the definition, a thought or plan about how to do something. Another word in this week's selection is insists. Say that word with me, insists. If someone insists on something, they say firmly that it must be done. For example, Mom insists we wear our seatbelts. What is something your teacher insists on? Okay, write insists on one side. And write the definition, say firmly or demand that it must be done. The next word in our selection is lonely. Say that word with me, lonely. If you are lonely, you are unhappy because you are all alone. For example, Gabe was lonely when his friend moved away. When have you felt lonely? Let's write the word lonely. And for the definition, write unhappy from being alone. Next word in our selection is solution. Say that word with me, solution. If you found an answer to your problem, you found a solution. For example, Dylan found a solution for his problem. What is a solution for spilled milk? Okay, write solution. And for the definition, write answer to your problem. Okay, and the final word in this week's selection is villages. Say that with me. Villages. Villages are small groups of houses in the country. For example, few people live in the small villages on the mountain. What might you see in small villages? Okay, let's write villages. And on the other side, write the definition, very small towns. Okay. So that was the last word for this week's selection. So until next week, I will see you soon.